I'm a drifter with no home, no family, and I'm stuck in the worst possible place. Nazi Germany. It's cold, dangerous, and almost everything wants me dead. But I'm on a mission. Rescue my kidnapped dog, kill every Nazi I see, and eat all their pie. Darkenstein.
All right, welcome to the first ever episode of SneakPeekGG, where we look behind the scenes at some of the most exciting upcoming or new games and get to talk to the devs and story behind it. So I'm joined here by Roger, the creator of Darkenstein 3D. Thanks for being on the first ever episode with me.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to you for having me. Hello.
Yeah. Where are you based out of?
I'm in Spain.
Okay. All right. So a little later in the evening over there. And
Yeah.
how big's the team working on Darkenstein?
It's just one person.
Yeah. Just you as
Yeah.
the hero?
It's me, and then I have Jake, the voice power, who's doing the voice acting, and he's helping a lot with finding other VAs, and also like he's done some emotional support because it's a big thing doing a game and
Yeah.
doing it alone. I guess you fall into if you have a person there, it's very irrelevant. But yeah, I'm doing the whole thing except for the voices, and now we have another guy who's done a few models, and he's probably going to continue working. So that's good because I'm all for help.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot to take on as a solo dev. And what's your background in game development?
To be honest, I started this game, and this is the reason why the game is going to be free on PC. And I started this because I had no idea. I had done mapping back in the early 2000s. I was a Wolfenstein ET player, and I love to make maps, and I made some Doom maps and some Quake maps, and then nothing else until I started this project. And to be honest, I thought, in my for like I didn't know, and I thought that by today it would be very easy to make games in the sense that you would have templates for everything, and you just choose the settings you want, and you have a game, and it was not like that. And when I say it was not like that, I'm like, okay, well, let's learn to code because why not?
Wow. Wow, so you've been learning as you build this entire game.
Yeah, and that's good and bad. That's the reason why also the game is so complicated now because the code base was made when I had no idea what I was doing, and it's not like I know a lot now, but I know a lot more. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's sometimes there's a lot of problems that come from that because it's just the base of the code is just really bad.
Yeah. A
So,
bit messy.
but yeah, now that it's nearing the end of development, then I like if I try to think of all the code from the beginning, not a lot of it is left, because at the end you have to get in there and change most of it
Mhm.
because things just don't stop breaking. Just they never stop breaking. And so if you want parts of your game to stop breaking, then you just have to remake it and do it right. There's no
Yeah,
other way.
go back and fix it. But for the
Yeah.
sequel, should be a little more streamlined with all this
Oh, it's
knowledge.
gonna be so much easier. It's gonna
Yeah,
be so much easier.
that's an incredible leap from, so when you talk about the map building, was that like personally, you just out of hobby passionate about those early titles and building the maps?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just because I'm just a guy who likes to make things. I'm a musician. I work as an illustrator. I do cover art, and I do video editing. I do stuff. I just like to do stuff, and I like to keep learning. And so it's just and now I'm here. I've been playing games since I was like very little, and I was very little like very long ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm an old person now compared to most people in the indie space, and that's also another thing that's like I see people with like they're 20-year-old or 25-year-old and are making a game, and if you're doing everything, that's a lot of skills you have to get. I mean, it's taken me 20 years more. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it's not easy. You have to make the music, you have to make the art, you have to make the code, you have to know a lot of stuff.
So and you're doing all of that, the music as well, and you did
Oh yeah,
you
that's my favorite part. The
uh,
music is my thing. I That's one of the big reasons I wanted to make games too, because I want to experiment with sound and music and do my stuff.
yeah. Yeah,
In the
well,
end, I just try to do what I like and then get people to like it as well. But I'm just doing what I want to do.
mhm. Yeah, and I think all your art styles come through, and this game is very unique in that style, but at the same time, such a throwback to the games you mentioned you made maps for, which
Hmm.
Quake and Wolfenstein, and obviously just the name of this game is a play off the
Yeah, I
original
mean,
original
this
Wolfenstein.
this literally was a 9-hour tutorial on YouTube how to make a clone of Wolfenstein 3D. That's
Wow.
literally what it was.
Wow.
And then I just kept making it. I just kept working on it, and it's been 4 years now.
Wow, 4 years. Well,
Yeah.
I'm excited to show people, so I'm gonna hop into it, and we'll keep talking through it and show off some of the really cool elements that you've put in here.
Awesome, man. I hope you have fun.
Yeah. Yep. So I've got the demo here, so everyone knows the demo is live and available on Steam, and I have the latest version currently. So
Yeah, this one is new. No one has this one.
got
Only you have this one.
I got the VIP special.
1940. The world's gone mad. Countries are at war. But all you care about right now is how cold the streets are. After failing to seize classified American documents for booze money, you became a wanted man. Fleeing across the world, you found yourself in the worst possible place, the fatherlands. You have no money, no food, only your pet dog, Gunter. Lamenting in the gutters, suddenly, various vehicles abruptly stop in front of you. Soon enough, you're approached by the Nazi secret police, the Gestapo. A kick follows. Gunter barks and bites, but he is seized by the sadists. You look at the whole scene from the floor, while kicks and insults fly. One of them keeps a boot on you and laughs, while the others take Gunter away. Enraged, you vow to rescue your beloved companion and get your revenge. A truck follows the men, and you climb into it unnoticed. The drive is long, and, for now, you rest. An explosion wakes you up abruptly. Sounds like the end of a firefight. When the coast is clear, you climb out and find yourself outside a stone fortress. You scream in your head, time to make the thieving scum pay with their lives.
I'm psyched. I'm ready.
Go, 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 go.
I like the dog story. So a little John Wick style thing there. So kidnapped dog we're there to save.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. To be honest, it wasn't about that, but it's definitely kind of the same story.
So
I was more just thinking, like, I just wanted a more of a silly reason that's not, just a different reason to kill them that's just silly in a kind of Monty Python kind of silly way.
yeah, yep, definitely some comedy in here. And right out the gate, I see the difficulty choosing reminds me of some Quake single player that I used to
Hmm.
play back in the day. I'll do
Yeah.
some normal, laying us in. Got full physics, definitely some gore. So, building this out from the art style, the music, the programming, from knowing nothing about the game, full-on game development process. Where'd this
Hmm.
come on? You love to build things, you said, but where's this inspiration to spend, 4 years building this?
I just, I don't, I just like it. I just think that, to be honest, I thought a lot that I should have gotten here earlier because it's might be just a little too late now. But um, I
Hey,
just
soldier. Here.
I just get interest
Fire.
in in things, and then I just
Mm.
go full. You know what I mean? I don't have halfway. I just go and do it, and
Wait, a
then
hobo?
this was
What are you
supposed to be
doing
6 months.
Yeah,
But I don't like it. So until I like it, I'm just not putting it out because it has to be good. Because you know what I mean?
looking for
If
my
I'm doing it,
dog?
I'm doing it. I'm not just not gonna just
Well,
half-ass it.
I
You know
saw
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of
I just can't.
dogs. Are you drunk or something?
yeah, you want to put
So
out
You
the
should get
quality
out
of
of
the
here
art,
now.
right.
you're saying.
So
Castle
it
is
has to be
someone to.
what the best it can be. Obviously not gonna be some
Oh, sorry.
AAA
I was just
quality
looking
like
at your
budget
boots.
title, but
Can I borrow them?
it has to be like a rounded thing. You know what I mean? Like
Why
the
do
ends
I
must be
bother?
tight.
Take them
Yeah,
and leave me be.
yeah, you want that good experience. And so you went from an what was it, 9-hour tutorial video, and
Hmm.
and got to
Thank you,
this
sir.
phase.
Would you like some
And
pies?
what's
The
the
token of
inspiration
my
for a
thanks.
hobo? Kind of same as the dog, or something a little different?
Yeah, I just wanted
Oh,
something
Prince.
that's not, I don't know, something strange, something that allows for silly kind of dialogues. Because to be honest, I'm thinking lately a lot more about writing, and even in this game, I'm thinking about writing because I find that a lot of people kind of want a story. But my first thing was it's gonna be not even dialogues like that. I did this dialogue because I wanted to try. I'm like, whoa, what if I make an RPG and I made the dialogue and then now I have dialogues? But everything in the game came off like that. I'm just trying stuff, and if I like it, then I keep it. And so I lost a bit track of the question, to be honest.
No, you
Slat in one hand,
you answered
gun
it.
in the other.
Uh,
Handy.
and you said you had a friend do the voiceovers, or a coworker do the voiceovers
Right,
for
right now we have
the
Jake
hobo.
the voice par who does the hobo. He did the intro too, and then he's also handling every other voice actor that comes in. We have like 7 or 8 voice actors
All right.
in the game, and this is all zero budget. So I mean, give these guys work if you
Yes,
can.
I see. So they're yeah, zero budget. So it's really a passion project. And you said it was going to be free as well. And is
This is
that
going to be free, yeah, because I've always said it was going to be free, and it's also,
Enough of
to be
this.
honest, I mean, of course I like it, but I know what I can do, and I'm like, no, well, next one I'm going to charge. Don't worry, people are going to want to pay for it. You know what I mean? And
mm-hmm.
also, it's like I think, first of all, I just don't want to go back on my word, and second, I think it's
Locked.
probably going to be a good way to get people to, go get into my world and So it's gonna also be good for the next game. I don't have a problem with that.
And so building this game has really, in your mind already, thinking longer term in games, and like you said, almost wish you got into it sooner. So are you already floating around with future projects and so many learnings from this one?
Oh yeah, I mean I think like only a 4-year-old dev, but I'm guessing everyone has the same happen because I mean ideas are so fast, dude. I mean you can have 3 ideas a day,
Yep.
but you can only make one game every 3 years, So I'm sure that we all have so many ideas. I've been thinking a lot about the next project, and I've written stuff. As I said, I'm starting to look also into writing, which is something that is very new for me. I've never done that. Um, I've done a lot of role playing in games and stuff like that, but I think writing is a whole different and more serious thing.
Yep.
And but yeah, I have a lot of thoughts, and I've made a few prototypes, but nothing I would keep.
Gotcha. Yeah, and can apply the learnings from this and into that. So
Yeah, what I see when I make a new prototype is that it's smooth, because I know what to do and I know how to organize it. And one of the most important things about the code is how to organize it. And once you learn that, things get a little bit easier.
Ooh, a big shiny button.
yeah, building the next one from the ground up, a little more organized. Uh, so 4 years building this, zero budget, but pouring clearly blood, sweat, and tears from the music to the art, the writing. Um,
Hmm.
were there times when you had to step away or nearly did?
What do you mean? Like if I want to quit?
Yeah, yeah. Were there times when it was
Not,
may have
no,
had to stop or?
no. I just want it to be finished. It's a whole different thing. I don't want to
Uh-huh.
quit at all.
Gotcha.
But I think it's such a long project. I've never done something. I mean, except for my bands and stuff, but that's a whole different thing because you're with other people, and like, music is a whole different area. But projects like this that require so many hours a day and so much focus, I think 4 years it requires a lot of endurance. It really does.
Yeah.
And you get tired, and you just want to do something else, and that's why you do other prototypes and stuff like that, because it's a lot of time.
And clearly, quality is what matters to you. It stands out. Just the feel of the game, the movement, like the weight of the gun, kind of the little things, the comedic value. As an artist and someone who's passionate about it, do you think it's getting or will be difficult to put out the final version? Like, will there always be things you want to continue to improve, and you're like, this could be a little better, or are you feeling like you're gonna be there, gonna be ready?
I am going to be there, and it's going to be this year,
Gotta make a good
and
SMG.
that's for sure. There's no, because some things are already set, and there's no going back. And I'm also working with a publisher that's going to do ports for all the consoles and stuff, which is it's Dolores Entertainment. It's a team from close by, and I know them personally, and we go to the Gamescom, together. And
Boys.
we have a very nice relationship,
That's great.
and so that happened like a couple years ago, and that also was a very good standing stone, I guess. A good, like, because when you're alone is a lot more difficult, but when you have a team, they are programmers, all of them, so it's not like they're helping me directly all the time. But if I really have something really bad, I just go to them, and they go like, okay, they just help me think. They don't have to fix it for you, but they know what might be happening a lot more than you, because they have a lot of experience. So that's also helped me a lot to keep my head, I guess, in place.
Yeah, so they're bringing more value than just porting it, essentially, is what you're saying. It's
Yeah,
an
more
important
definitely.
relationship that's helped.
Yeah, and they're really cool people. I mean, we go to the con, we eat together, and it's yeah.
Gotcha. Got through level one there. Got the red key.
Yeah.
Love the speed and the gore. Not the not my best score, but uh
You got all
we
the enemies
we
though,
were
which
talking.
you know.
That's what's important. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolute blast. So, what are you thinking for release date with this? Do you have that confirmed?
it's probably gonna be in autumn.
Okay. All right. So,
So, yeah, I mean, this is more or less what you're gonna see when the game is finished. Now, there's another level in the demo. Now there's level 9, which is a lot more advanced, and it's in challenge mode. But like from the player's perspective, what you see now is probably mostly the same you're gonna see at the end. From the field perspective and all, and you know, when it comes to how smooth everything is, of course, there's still months of work, but
mhm.
from the eye that doesn't know it like I do, it's pretty much what it's going to be already.
Yeah. I mean, for me, playing the game feels so smooth. Um, no, no bugs or anything. Just a very crisp experience. And so, one question. This is a topic I
Mm.
always like to touch on, and you being an artist definitely can be a controversial topic too. And looking at AI in game development and giving indie devs tools, whether that's to help supplement things they're not strong in. You are a very rare case where you're an artist across the board. You can do it all. Um, was there any element of this where you drew from AI? Do you see in the future that helping with whether it's code or idea elements or other pieces like that?
I mean, I think it definitely could be helped. The thing with AI, and I think it's very difficult to know where the lines are because I think it's very personal. Like
Mm-hmm.
for me, spending 20 hours or 40 hours producing a song in my DAW, that's pure happiness,
Yeah.
right? But for some other person, that might be hell, and they just want the final result, which I don't think it's healthy, probably. But it maybe the opposite example I gave is not right. But either way, certain tasks that for some people might be hell, for some others is bliss. So it's very hard for me to say AI should do this and not that. At the same time, I don't feel like pressing a button is going to give you anything that's going to be fulfilled. I mean, you're not going to be fulfilled by pressing a button and getting a result. But at the same time, if you are not an animator and you have an AI that does animations, how am I going to tell you not to use it? What are you going to do? Are you going to, you know what I mean? Are you going to spend 4,000 in animations? I don't have any budget. So how am I going to ask you to do that? I don't know. I think it's a really difficult topic because I am quite sure it's not a thing we can escape, right? I mean, this is not going to go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm quite sure there's going to be market for the no AI at all. There's going to be people who just are going to make of that their flag, and that's going to be really cool. There's going to be people who are going to use it as a tool. There are going to be people who are going to make whole games with it, and probably those games are not going to be very good because AI can only do what men have already done, and it does it worse.
Yes.
So, you know, but now, if I don't know how to make a walking animation and an AI gives me a base walking animation, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a big trade-off between the art, and you clearly get gratification of creating this and
Right.
all elements of it, but you do see some flip side if that's just an impossibility for someone that
And it just has good uses. I'm a drummer, right? So I'm now using AI to separate the tracks of songs I like, and I go to my practice room and I play the songs I fucking want.
yeah,
I never could have done that without an AI that separates the track, right? So there's good uses and bad uses to this, and I think it's a personal thing, whatever everyone chooses to do. And if you want to press a button and have a result, cool, but don't expect me to be like, woohoo,
yeah.
'cause, you know.
And yeah, and I think it would be you made a really good point about people kind of carving out um, that there's a no AI game or something. Like what you're saying, don't expect you to be impressed. Maybe that's how most consumers will respond as well, with
Right.
pushback against AI and I think there already is a lot of that we see. Uh, but your music track example I think is very interesting where it's a very specific tool not to press a button and get you to the end, but to be able to press a button and give you something you can enhance.
Right. For instance, like there's an AI that makes my mix better, is that good or bad? Because I've already spent a lot of time making the song. That's why it's hard to make the line, to put the line, because if I take that tool that makes the mix better, then I'm already not learning how to mix properly, which is something I should probably do because it's not I'm not the greatest at it. So if the AI gives me the crutch, I'm never going to learn.
Hmm.
Is that good? Is that bad? Well, my mix is going to sound good,
Yeah,
right? I mean, I think it's a moral choice or ethical choice. You
yeah,
make it, and
yeah. A lot of factors to it. Um, the game. I mean, the game's a blast. Your story is incredible. How you built this from the ground up because the art style, the music, the story is really cool. Um, and we started out with the trailer. I'm very excited to play with a lot of the other toys that aren't yet in the demo. Throwing
mhm.
a rat at Nazi's head,
Oh, you can do
something.
that in the demo.
Oh, okay. Is that level 9 or did I miss it? Did I miss it
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the?
Level 9, you can do. You have all the weapons. You have the rod. You have grenades, mines.
Gotcha. So I encourage everyone. I'm not gonna give away level 9. Go try it. Experience the weapons, the rats, the fun blowing up Nazis into 1,000 pieces while you look for your dog. It's just fun. That's what it is. And you mentioned it's being ported to consoles. So which ones will it be
Hmm.
available on?
This is going to be an Xbox, PS5, and I'm guessing Switch. But I
All
don't know
right.
if Switch 2. Now that there's a Switch 2, I really don't know that.
Okay. All right. And you mentioned Autumn. This is a free game, so definitely
Hmm.
everyone needs to get this.
Stay
And
tuned.
yep, and the demo's out now on Steam. You can wishlist
Demos
it
on
there.
Steam, and if you're in Germany, you can get the demo on itch as well because of the things
Yep.
that
Yeah, they
appear in it.
wouldn't allow it. And anywhere else people can follow to stay up to date with the game?
No, just my Twitter account. It's Roger Creus Art, and or just look for the game. You'll find me.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
I'm,
yeah.
I'm usually go for by Roy or Roye,
Mhm.
so you'll find me.
Yeah, if it's helpful for anyone, I just searched Darkenstein on Twitter, and that's how you came
Right.
up. It was in your name.
Awesome. I'm glad
Yeah.
you found me.
Yeah, yeah, me too, me too. I look forward to the full version. It's a blast, and as someone who I'm old enough to have played, especially a lot of Quake, loved Quake. Actually, I think they have a co-op version now on console just for fun. I played it with my brother. A lot of
Oh yeah,
sentimental value with it and just the game style, how fast the player moves. It's hard to describe the old school feel of the game, but you did an excellent job capturing it. And I
we
loved going in
try.
that red key room and blowing everyone up. They can't. It's just fun, and that's what games gonna be. It's
Yep.
fun. It
Yep.
has awesome style, music, good story. So just want to say congratulations on what you've built, and I
Thanks
definitely
so
look
much, man.
forward. And
Thank you very much.
yeah, thanks so much for joining on the first ever sneak peek episode. Um, Excited to open it with a really cool game and awesome person, Roger. Thanks for sharing your story.
Awesome.
All right.